Good morning, students. We are going to continue chapter 7, Motion, Force and Work, Standard 7, Science. This will be the last part of the chapter. Okay, and in today's video, we are going to learn two new topics. Okay, so let us see what are those topics. So the first objective, or we can say the first topic is, we'll be able to explain and calculate an object's acceleration. Okay, so here first we will understand what is acceleration, and then we are going to see how to find out the acceleration of an object. Okay, so what is acceleration? We are going to see the definition of acceleration first. In the first point, it is acceleration means the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Okay, so it means that the change of velocity is speed. Okay, change means how much speed is changed in a given time. So we should know the time, and in that time how much speed got changed. It was same throughout the journey, or it got changed, that we have to calculate. Okay, so acceleration means the rate of change of speed with respect to time. So here how much speed got changed in a particular time, that means acceleration. Okay, now the second point is, it is a vector quantity. I have already explained you that what is the difference between scalar and vector quantity. Speed was also vector quantity, so acceleration is also vector quantity. Now here we have the third point. Its SI unit is meter per second square. Okay, so how we are going to write this unit of acceleration? Meter m slash second square, s square, meter per second square. Okay, so SI means system of international unit. This also we have learned in previous video. Full form of SI unit is system of international unit. So the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So now let us come to the formula for acceleration. So acceleration is equal to the change of velocity by an object divided by time. So here this was already explained in the definition of acceleration. It is equal to change of velocity. Change means difference. So down in the yellow box you can see acceleration is equals to final velocity minus initial velocity. It means that we have two velocity. The velocity means speed. Suppose for example the speed of the car initially in the starting it was 2 kilometer per second, and in the final velocity of the car was 5 kilometer per second. So initial was 2 and final was 5. So here we can calculate 5 minus 2. So we will get acceleration, and we have to divide it by time. So how much time was taken by the car? Okay, so here we have to minus the final velocity with the initial velocity. Initial velocity means starting speed, and final velocity means the speed which was there in the end. And we have to calculate the time, how much time required for the car to travel. Okay, so here we have a unit table also. In the unit table, in the numerator, velocity is given. So the unit of velocity will be meter per second, and the time taken will be in second. So meter per second into second. So meter per second square. So the unit of acceleration will be meter per second square. So now the second objective of today's video is, we'll be able to explain to find the relation between force, displacement and work. So it means here we are going to see what is force, what is displacement and what is work, and we are going to see how these three are connected. What is the relation between these three? So now let us understand what is force. We have already studied force in the previous standard. Okay, so a force is a push or pull which can change the motion of an object. It means that it is a push or pull, and because of the push or pull, an object can change the motion. Motion means movement. So if the object is in the stationary state means not moving. So by applying force, it will move. And if an object is already moving, so by applying force, we can stop the motion of that object. Now we have the second point. It is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means it has a direction. Okay. So force is a vector quantity. So here you can see in the picture also, this man is kicking the ball in a particular direction. Okay. So from left to right, the ball is moving from left side to right side. The last point is its SI unit is Newton, and Newton is represented by letter N. So if we have to write the unit of the force, we have to use symbol N. N means Newton. Now let us quickly recall what we have studied in standard 6. So here are some pictures, and you have to identify the type of forces in the following pictures. Now students, take some time, pause the video and try to identify which type of forces are seen in the following pictures. And if you are not understanding which type of force is used, so you can use the old textbook also, so that you can understand which type of force is shown in the picture. Coming back, your answer should look like this. Okay. In the first picture, it is muscular force. Here, the force is applied with the help of the muscles. Second one is mechanical force. So in this picture, it means that machine is applying the force. Okay. The third one is gravitational force. Okay. So the force which is due to the earth's gravity. The earth is pulling the object towards itself. Fourth one is frictional force. Here the surface is applying force, and because of that the object is not moving. Fifth one is magnetic force. Here the force is applied with the help of the magnets. And the last one is electrostatic force. When you rub two objects, the force gets generated, and that force is known as electrostatic force. So these are the 6 types of forces we have studied in standard 6. Now let us understand what is work now. Work also we have studied in standard 6, but let us revise one more time. So the first point is, if an object changes its position when a force is applied on it, then we say work is done. It means that suppose there is an object, and when we are applying the force, suppose for example a book is kept on the table. So we are applying the force on the book. Then the place of the book or the position of the book is changing. Then we can say that work is done, because book has moved from one place to another. So in short, we have to apply the force when we want to do the work. Then only we can say that work is done. And if the force is not applied and work is not done, and the object is not changing the position, then we have to say that work is not done. The second point is work is a scalar quantity. That means it does not have direction. It has only magnitude, but it does not have direction. The third point we have is the SI units is Newton meter. Okay, and we will write as Nm. N is Newton, M is meter. Here now there is one video. In this video, a pair of horse pulls a cart. So your question is work done or not done? So you tell me that according to this video, in this video 2 horses are pulling the cart. So work is done or it's not done. In this picture, who is applying force? The horse is applying force. And you can see cart is moving. Okay, so horse is applying force and the cart is moving. So here we can say that the work is done. So here the horse is moving, horse is pulling the cart and the cart is moving. So we should say that we can say that work is done. So students, let us see another example. Here you can see in the video, a woman is pushing a wall. Is work done or not done? So here, just see the video carefully. Here, a woman is trying to push a wall. So woman is applying force on the wall, but the wall is not moving. So here we can clearly say that work is not done. Now we are going to see the formula for work. We have understood what is work. Now let us see what is the formula for work. Working is equal to the force multiplied by displacement. So here in the blue box, it's given work is equals to force, the force which we are applying. That is going to multiply by displacement. So here what we have to do is we have to simply multiply the force with displacement. So we will get the formula for work. Here also you have unit table. In the unit table it is given the unit of the force is Newton and the unit of displacement is meter. So when Newton got multiplied with meter, so our unit of for the work is Newton meter. So here we have to write the unit for the work is Newton meter.